welcome to Calabasas Baseball streamed on KYOTV. I'm Hannah Kaufman alongside Jake Baum, and today we will be the announcers for Calabasas High School's varsity game against Oaks Christian. This is the third game of the Calabasas versus Oaks Christian series. Calabasas lost their away game this past Tuesday 0-2, but they won their game last night with the help of their pitchers who threw a shutout. The final score was 7-0, with the series now tied 1-1. Calabasas is hoping to win tonight's game, which will put them ahead of the series with 2 wins and 1 loss.
We got Brandon Pink on the mound for Calabasas today, who was their ace last year. This year still being very productive. You got with the sophomore Kingston, however, he's going to be their ace going into the rest of the year. Pink is certainly a solid option, though, for the Coyotes. They were splitting the series yesterday with Oaks Christian, and today they want to win the series. Pink shaking all his teammates, and we're about to get started here for Calabasas baseball here on KYOTV.
Top of the first inning, 0-0 ball game. Brandon Pink on the mound. About to deliver the first pitch. High ball. Counts now 1-0.
That's Pink's fastball right there, just a little high.
Second pitch of the at-bat. Batter goes to bunt, fouls it back. The count is now 1-1.
Another fastball there for Pink. That's probably going to be his dominant pitch tonight. 1-1 count. Saw a high curveball there.
Count is now 2-1. Batter swings and fouls it back. The count is now 2-2, and now Pink will try to strike him out for the first out of the first inning.
Pink does have a changeup. We'll see if he goes to it here on a 2-2 count.
To a 2 count is now strike 3 looking. Pink's first strikeout of the game. Way to lead off the first inning.
Now he went for the curveball there once again. We saw his first curveball of the game was high. He got that one right on the outer half of the plate. That's first strikeout for Brandon Pink.
First pitch of the at-bat. Low inside. Counts now 1-0.
Pink may be getting a little overconfident with that curveball after the first strikeout. Nonetheless, only 1-0.
Pitch is a nice strike, low. Counts now 1-1. Left center hit deep. Bounces, hits the fence. Runner is turning second. Castellan cuts it off at short, and he gets a double. So 1 out in the top of the first inning with a runner on second for Oaks Christian.
Looks like a changeup there. That was the first one that Pink has thrown today, and that was smashed to the left center gap for a double. Certainly not what Pink wants in the second at-bat of the game, but it's only runner on second, still got 1 out. Now in this situation, where you're very likely going to need a strikeout, first pitch is low.
First pitch of the at-bat is a ball.
Now, while a strikeout here is not necessary, they do have one out. Certainly going to be helpful.
Hits a grounder to third, throws it across the diamond to get the out at first base. They are able to hold up the runner at second base. Now there's 2 outs on the top of the first inning.
That was Whitco there playing third today. A little bit of a different defensive lineup today for the Coyotes than we normally see. We got Jaffe at first base. Normally it's Grunberg's position, but he's switching to right field for today's game. Grunberg, of course, a Chapman commit. 2 outs now.
First pitch of the at-bat, strike 1.
Went back to the curveball there for the first pitch of the at-bat. Did Pink.
Second pitch foul, third base line, 0-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the first.
Another curve from Pink. Just a little high on the fastball.
That's Pink's first ball of this at-bat, making the count 1-2.
2 outs now. Only with 1 ball, Pink is likely going to go for a strikeout pitch here, either a curveball, and it was a curveball. It's very close to a strike, but looks like just a little high.
There's now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs in the top of the first inning.
On 0-2 and 1-2, those are very rarely counts where you're going to see the pitcher throw a strike right down the middle. You're going to see it, in Pink's case, a changeup or a curveball, maybe off the plate or a little inside. He doesn't want to give him anything to hit with no or few balls as he fouls that one off.
Count remains 2-2.
Look for another curveball, possibly away for this pitch. He did go for the curveball.
Fouls it high, first base line, but it drops, and that will make the count still remain at 2-2.
Jaffe running for his life on that one, very nearly getting it, but just came up short. And he did go for the curveball, once again called high.
So now a 3-2 count with 2 outs. It's full count. See what Brandon can do.
Now, if I'm the batter, I would be sitting on a fastball here. Pink cannot risk giving a curveball or a changeup on the outer or inner half of the plate. So even though there are 2 strikes, I would be sitting on a fastball from Pink here.
High fastball that goes behind the plate. The runner at second steals third. Now there's runners on first and third in the top of the first inning with 2 outs.
So like I said, that was a fastball there. Just a little high, though. And he will walk the batter. Puts runners at first and third. After starting 0-2 during that at-bat, Pink walks him.
Pink tries to pick off the runner at first, but he dives in safe.
Again, if you're just joining us, big game today as Calabasas and Oaks Christian have each won a game. in this series.
Pink tries to pick off the runner again. Once again, dives in safe.
A little bit of some trickery there by Pink. Goes for third, dekes him out, tries to go back to first. It's no avail, and then the count will remain empty on the batter.
See what Pink decides to do for the first pitch.
Curveball just a little low.
Count is now 1-0 with runners on first and third. Second pitch of the at-bat is a ball in the dirt. Treasel is able to keep in front of him, and the count is now 2-0.
Fastball there. A little low again for Pink. Now on 2-0, we're looking for the batter to be swinging here. Another attempt at a deke move. Oaks Christian gets a warning there from the home plate umpire.
Strike inside. Count is now 2-1.
Saw the curveball there. First strike of the at-bat.
Runner is stealing second base. Batter swings. Count is now 2-2. Now runners on second and third.
Runner will successfully get to second base. No throw from Treasel.
Pitch of the at-bat comes on the outside corner of a plate. Strike three for Brandon Pink, and they're able to close the top half of the inning with no runs.
What a way to get out of the inning for Pink on that curveball in the outer half of the plate. Certainly an impressive way to start the game for Pink after letting two runners on. We'll be right back after the end of the first inning of play. We'll be back. And we're back in the bottom of the first inning. Devin Gasway leading off for the Coyotes.
On Tuesday's game, Calabasas had one hit made by Gasway. It was a single. He takes the first pitch outside. It was a ball, and the count is now 1-0 to start off the bottom of the first inning for the Calabasas Coyotes.
Lefty on the mound for the Oaks Christian.
Watch a strike one on the outside corner. Count is now 1-1.
Gasway, one of the surprise players, junior. It's a low strike.
Takes a look at strike two. Makes the count 1-2. Takes a look at the ball in the dirt.
3-1 now for the Coyotes and Gasway. Gasway will likely be swinging here.
Takes a look at a ball tailing outside. Count is now full, 3-2. Grounder to second base, who fumbles it. Fast runner Gasaway is able to beat the play. Didn't even have an attempt, and he is safe at first.
There's an error on the second baseman for Oaks Christian. And it'll be Phoenix Call now up for Calabasas.
Phoenix Call is hitting over 500 this season. Hoping that he'll do something for this team. First pitch of the at-bat gets hit. Hit by pitch. Now there's runners on first and second base.
First and second with no outs for the Coyotes, and it's going to be Jaffe hitting 3. Already a mound visit, well, at least a meeting of the infield. Only 2 batters in. Jaffe looking to drive the runners from both second and first in.
Swings at the first pitch of the at-bat. The count is now 0-1. Hoping to drive in Gasway and Call.
Oh, and 1 now.
Jordan hits a grounder that just goes foul on the third baseline. Counts now 0-2.
Jaffe looked like he reached for that one. Very aggressive here. Missed the first 2 games of the season with an injury. Jaffe back now. Batting 3 for Calabasas. Jaffe is a University of Richmond baseball commit.
Pitch comes in, and Jaffe rips it down the third baseline, and once again, ricochets actually off the netting and into the field of play. Counts 0-2.
Looks like another pitch where Jaffe was kind of reaching. Now on 0-2, you're going to see him getting a little defensive. Doesn't want to risk striking out, so he's reaching forward a little bit. We'll see what he does on 0-2.
Left-handed pitcher on the mound against right-handed Jaffe. See what will happen in this next at-bat, or next pitch, I mean. Fouls back. Count remains 0-2.
Another defensive swing from Jaffe as he fouls another one off. Now on an 0-2 count, you're going to see him being very defensive. We'll likely see it again here, barring a very wild pitch. Looks like he will be swinging again.
Swings outside, drives it to left center. Center fielder runs over and catches it. Runners stay at first and second. First out of the bottom of the first.
Really good hit there again by Jaffe. Now it did look like he reached, but he was able to line it into left center. Center fielder was able to get to it. And here comes the big man himself, Sam Grubberg, cleanup hitter for Calabasas. 5 homers already this year. Looking to make it 6.
First pitch comes in inside, and he is able to foul it, get his hands on it and foul it back. Count is now 0-1.
Grundy was looking for a first pitch swing in there, but he just fouled it off. And an 0-1 count on Grunberg. Chapman Baseball will be acquiring this talent beginning of next fall.
Second pitch of the at-bat swings for another foul ball. 2 strikes on the at-bat.
Another 0-2 count, so it looks like that mound visit's looking like it might have helped this pitcher gain his control a little bit. 0-2 on Grunberg.
Pitch coming in, a high ball on the outside corner of the plate. Count is now 1-2.
He went to a curveball, went high and outside. One and two. 1-2 batters still likely going to be defensive, possibly seeing another swing here.
Pitch comes in over the plate. He rips it down the left field line. Gasway turning third and coming home. Phoenix walking into third. That is a single for Grunberg, and he scores 1 run. Coyotes now lead the game with 1 run, 1-0.
Opening run of the game from Grunberg. Who else? RBI singled right down the left field line, and definitely the Coyotes' most productive player this year, possibly with the exception of Call.
Castellon now at bat with runners at first and third.
Now you hear a lot of people.
Goes for the bunt, fouls it back. 1 strike.
I guess I'll save that one for later. Castellon didn't want me to be talking about it anything right now. 0-1 on Castellon. We saw the bunt. Likely not going to go back to that, but we will see. Definitely looking to avoid the double play here.
Shows the bunt again and gets it down. Picks it up in foul territory. 2 strikes on Castellon.
So the ball was actually fair, but the catcher caught it on the foul while he was in foul territory, making it foul. Pretty cool. Not very known fact. Rule, rather, in the game of baseball. If the player who gets the ball is in foul territory, the ball is foul.
Two strikes. Castellon is looking to drive in a run with Call at third base. Pitch comes in and he reaches, fouls it on the first base line, and it looks like the first baseman caught it. Tags first base, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Grunberg was going on the contact there, and he wasn't going to get back to first on time. Not even worth the effort. That'll be the end of the first inning of play in Calabasas. Calabasas 1, Oaks Christian 0. This stream is brought to you today by Schachter Orthodontics Calabasas Baseball.
We are now in the top of the second inning. Pink is still on the mound. First pitch inside. Looks like a pop out to first baseman Jaffe. First out at the top of the second.
Simple first out there for Pink. That's exactly what we're looking for. His pitch count was a little high after the first inning. So quick outs is exactly what Pink needs to get right back in this game.
So with one pitch in the inning, there's now one out. Left-handed batter looks at a high inside pitch for ball one.
Another fastball right down the middle there from Pink.
The batter watches strike one. Now the count is 1-1 with one out in the top of the first inning. Second inning.
Looks like he got himself there. He swung, fouled it off of himself. Looks to be all right, though. Just trying to walk it off.
The count is now 1-2. Pitch coming in high outside, which will make the count 2-2.
Looks like a changeup that got away from him there.
Another pitch high outside. Full count, 3-2 with one out in the top of the second inning.
So he went fastball in the first pitch, fastball in the second pitch. After a 1-1 count, another fastball there, just away, and it'll be a full count on Oaks Christian.
Three and two count. Pink will throw ball 4 in the dirt. Batter walks now. There's a runner on first base with one out.
Just a runner on first. It's a walk. It's nothing more. Pink has to settle down here a little bit. Watch his command.
Pink on the mound. First pitch and the batter fouls it straight back. Foul ball, strike one of the at-bat.
Fouled it straight back. You saw a lot of the crowd jump. Lucky we have protective netting.
Pink pitches a high ball.
Looked like a strike to me, but the ump didn't agree, and they called it a ball.
The count is now 1-1. Still a runner on first base.
Batter looking to bunt here.
Pink tries to pick off the runner at first. Dives in safe.
Just like to take this moment to say we wish a happy Friday to everyone. It's almost the weekend. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Get back to the work week on Monday.
Pitch of the at-bat is low. The batter drives it to center field. Cole making a diving play. Runner is out. Or the batter's out. Runner's safe at first. That was an outstanding play by Phoenix Call.
What a catch by Call there as he had to leap to get it, reminding everyone of prime Kevin Pillar back there. Wow. Looking like Superman. What a player for this Coyotes team. Not only proving to be a force to be reckoned with on the offense, but on the defense as well. Premier center fielder. He should be getting many college offers, only a junior.
So that amazing play was the second out of the inning. Pink with the first pitch high. Count is now 1-0. Second pitch of the at-bat, high outside, 2 balls.
2-0 now. Just going back to that play, what a play that was by Call. I can tell you right now, even in the majors, I have not been in person to see any play like that. Even in major leagues. I know they've happened, but I have not witnessed anything like that.
No, that was an incredible play. He tracked the ball extremely well. Pink pitches a strike and the batter swings. Count is now 2-1.
People chanting in the crowds, "Go Diego, go." Swing and a miss there. Nasty stuff from Pink. 2-2 now. 2-2 with 2 outs. Deuce is wild.
Pitch comes in and a line to right field. Grunberg misses in. Phoenix Call is on his way to back it up. Runner rounding third coming home. The ball is chasing third base. The runner dives in safe. Triple, which will tie the game 1-1.
Grunberg dived for that ball, but just was not able to get there in time as the ball would get by him. Certainly an unfortunate play. Glad they had called there to back it up, or it would likely have been an inside the park home run. But not the way Pink wanted this inning to go after getting a quick first out. We saw a walk, an amazing play by Call, and then a triple. Not only triple, an RBI triple.
So now there's a runner on third with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Calabasas is going to try to get out of the inning as Pink pitches what looks like a ball to make the count 1-0.
Nine-hole hitter for Oaks Christian.
Pitches inside, batter gets jammed and pops out to second baseman. And that will end the top of the first inning. Score is now 1-1, tied, going into the bottom half of the second inning.
Back here in the bottom of the second inning, Calabasas has Treasel and Shulman to lead it off. Treasel, catcher for the Coyotes, senior. Looking to add on to that lead that they had only for a short while, a short-lived lead for sure.
First pitch of the bottom half is a strike low against Treasel. Second pitch coming quick, another strike looking. The count is now 0-2.
Certainly a low strike zone with this umpire today. We've seen a lot of strikes that were called balls in the upper half and a lot of balls that were called strikes in the lower half. So at least the batters do have an idea of this umpire's strike zone.
Third pitch of the at-bat is high inside, making the count 1-2. Treasel fouls it off. Count remains 1-2.
Treasel's kind of reaching for that one again. When you have 2 strikes and not a lot of balls, you're going to see them reaching a lot more than they usually would.
Watches the second ball of the at-bat.
Curveball from number 18 for Oaks Christian.
Pitches, looks like inside, and Treasel swings and misses. First out of the bottom of the second.
Shulman up now. One of the few lefties for the Coyotes. Playing second base today. Shulman looking to get on base here. Be the first, hopefully the first runner for the Coyotes in this inning.
First pitch comes in and he watches the ball in the dirt. Lefty on lefty matchup. Second pitch, Shulman watches it. Count is now 1-1.
Almost a perfect curveball there for Oaks Christian, but called a strike. Shulman didn't budge. Another debatable strike there.
Inside strike against Shulman, and the count is now 1-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the second inning.
Two count on Shulman.
Shulman's trying to get on base for the Coyotes. Watches the third ball of the at-bat. Outside corner of the plate. The count is now full, 3-2.
Another full count here for Shulman. And that was on the outside half of the plate.
Swings inside, which is a foul ball. Count is now 3-2.
Umpire holding Shulman's bat for a little while. That was a little odd to see. It'll be a foul ball, defensive sort of swing there. Three and two, 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, tie game at 1.
Pitch comes in high. Shulman will take the walk. Now there's a runner on first base in the bottom of the second inning for the Calabasas Coyotes.
This is Desi Gonzalez up for Calabasas. Fun fact, Desi plays the drums. Desi is a junior transfer to Calabasas, his first year with the Coyotes. Runner on first now, 1 out.
Pitcher will try to pick off Shulman at first, but Shulman dives in safe. Gonzalez will show bunt. Shulman steals. He slides in safe. There's now a runner at second base in the bottom of the second inning with only 1 out.
The good news of this for the Coyotes is now they don't have to worry about grounding into a double play. It's a different approach from the batter's perspective. You want to avoid the ground ball if there's a runner at first, especially with less than 2 outs. But right now with a runner at second base, a ground ball is fine because if he gets into any one of the holes, he could be scoring Shulman from second.
Even if he gets it on the right side, it will advance Shulman. Desi swings at an outside pitch. First baseline, and the first baseman catches it in foul territory. Second out of the bottom of the second inning.
2 outs now, still runner at second. And Matthew Whitcoe, the only freshman on the varsity team, playing third base today for Calabasas.
Another lefty on lefty matchup. Wicko watches the first strike of the at-bat.
Definitely looked a little low and outside, but we've seen that be a consistent theme with umpires. With this umpire today. Certainly a low strike zone.
Pitcher taking the mound to deliver the next pitch of the at-bat. Schulman stealing third and slides in safe.
Good steal for Schulman. That's 2 steals now. Certainly impressive speed on Schulman.
That was a ball, so the count is now 1-1.
Whitco wanting nothing more right now than to drive in Schulman from third.
Two outs in the inning. Whitco watches another strike on the outside corner of the plate. The count is now 1-2.
Whitco not agreeing with the umpire right now. We're seeing a lot of low and outside pitches being called for strikes. Certainly frustrated with the strike zone of the umpire.
Whitco just watches the ball outside, makes the count 2-2.
2-2 now on Whitco. All options open for him. You see the middle of the field is wide open. If he could hit anything right up the middle.
Pitch comes in and Whitco swings and misses. That will be strike 3 in the third out of the bottom of the second inning.
End of the second inning. Tie game 1-1. Buster's Real Ice Cream is a proud sponsor of Calabasas baseball. Go get your ice cream at Brewster's today.
We're now in the top of the third inning. First pitch by Pink is a strike. The count is now 0-1.
I think the batter was a little frustrated with that, and I'll tell you why. That was a little bit high, and if you've been paying attention, the umpire's strike zone today has been consistently low. Batter's probably saying you can't have it both ways. There's another high ball there on a curveball from Pink.
Count is now 1-1. Yesterday's game, Calabasas won 7-0. Peter Lynch on the mound pitched 5 innings with 7 strikeouts. Pink with a high inside pitch. The count is now 2-1.
This batter in his last appearance doubled to left center. With no outs here, I'm sure Oaks would appreciate another one of those.
Batter swings and fouls it back. Count is now 2-2.
Two and two on number 10 for Oaks Christian.
Swings and misses. Another strikeout for Pink, which is the first out of the top of the third inning.
What a nice curveball from Pink there, right in the heart of the plate and possibly to the outside, and gets a swing and a miss. In his last at-bat, this batter grounded out to third base.
Third batter of the Oaks Christian lineups, and Pink's first pitch is a high ball.
Very high curveball there.
Pink ready to pitch, and it comes in fastball inside.
High and inside there on the fastball.
Count is now 2-0. Another pitch low, but the batter drives it deep to left. Home run. This will put Oaks Christian ahead, leading 2-1.
That ball was smoked to left field. Absolutely demolished that fastball from Pink.
Pink ready for the next batter. First pitch, ball on the outside corner of the plate.
Pink walked this batter his first time up. Pink has 3 strikeouts up to this point.
Pitch is low, and the batter hits a fly ball to left center.
We see Phoenix diving for that ball.
Although the left fielder caught it for the second out of the inning.
That's Desi Gonzalez on the catch for the Coyotes. And it'll be 2 outs now. Pink was able to strike out this batter in his first appearance.
First pitch comes in as a ball on the outside corner of the plate.
Good curveball there. Pink hasn't been using his curveball as a first pitch that much in this game so far, but he decides to go to it there, 1-0.
Pitch is an inside strike. Count is now 1-1.
Now that pitch did look a little inside, but Treasel's been doing an amazing job of framing pitches for the Coyotes.
Pitch of the at-bat is low.
Bit of a low fastball there for Pink.
Yeah. And the count is now 2-1 in the bottom of the top of the third inning.
Ooh,
Batter holds up from swinging. Count is now 2-2. Great pitch by Pink.
like we just said, Treasel's been doing an amazing job of framing pitches. That was almost definitely a ball, but Treasel was able to make it look like a strike and make it 2-strike count on the batter.
2-2 count. Pitches a ball to make it full. 3-2.
I know Pink, as well as all the Calabasas Coyote fans, wants this inning to be over at this moment, so a strike is certainly what we want to see come out of the hand of Pink.
Pitches and delivers strike 3 on the corner of the plate. Batter strikes out looking, and that will end the top of the 3rd inning. Bottom in the 3rd inning for the Calabasas Coyotes. Devin Gasaway leading off the inning. This is the first batter of the lineup. Swings at the first pitch inside. Goes past the pitcher and runs. Beats out the play. Second baseman didn't throw to first.
We'll see what they rule that. Ironically enough, though, Gasaway's first at bat, it was an error by the second baseman. They might rule this a hit, but it looks like they will rule it a hit. Very close to another error by the second baseman, though. Single for Gasaway as they get the leadoff runner on once again.
Call up to bat. He had an amazing play in center field. Pitch comes in. He swings at the first pitch. Foul. 1 strike.
Let's see how Call chooses to continue his amazing play today. First at bat was a walk.
Hit by pitch.
Sorry, a hit by pitch.
Oaks Christian pitcher throws to first.
Oh, and 1 on Call.
Once again throws to first. Gasaway diving in. Was safe, but Oaks Christian didn't think so.
They appealed to the first base umpire. Oh, and 1 still on Call.
Bunts it straight back for a foul. Count is now 0-2.
Second time we've seen some of the fans jump at that right straight back. Oh, and 2 on Call. We might be seeing some defensive swings here.
Once again, a runner on first in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Pitcher will try to pick off Gasaway again, but dives in safe. Pitch comes and Gasaway stealing second base, slides in safe. Runner now on second base for the Calabasas Coyotes with no outs in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Well, lucky that pitch was a ball. Wonder if the pitcher felt rushed a little by the fact that Gasaway was stealing, which is obviously the goal of a steal. Almost another hit by pitch from Call.
So now the count is 1-2 with Gasway on second base. Pitch comes in the dirt and hits the plate. Gasway safely stealing third base. 2-2 count against Phoenix call.
Looks like that's going to be ruled a wild pitch. 2-2 on call. His brother Chase played 4 years of baseball here at Calabasas. Now plays baseball at University of California, Irvine.
Two and two count. Call hit by a pitch again. Both at bats this game he's been hit. Runners now on first and third.
That's Call's second time being hit by a pitch. Now, in yesterday's game, he reached base in all 4 plate appearances. You got to wonder if Oaks Christian's harboring some of that resentment towards Call.
He went 2 for 2 and had 2 walks.
Want to say hi to Donna. Thank you for watching. We appreciate your support.
Third batter of the lineup, Jordan, is now up to bat. Swings at the first pitch to make the count 0-1.
We appreciate all of our fans watching at home, trying to bring Calabasas baseball to a wider audience. Jaffe, in his first appearance, flew out to center field.
Rockets it to right center. Center fielder catches the ball, but Gasway tags up at third and scores, which ties the game, so sacrifice fly for Jordan.
Jordan Jaffe there with a productive at-bat. Won't even technically be qualified as an at-bat, as it is a sacrifice, but certainly got to feel good about that if you're Jaffe, as you just tied this game up 2-2. Still a runner on first for Grunberg now, who had an RBI single in his first plate appearance today.
So now 1 out in the bottom of the third inning for Calabasas. First pitch of the at-bat. Grunberg launches it to left field.
And what an at-bat for Grunberg, and the first pitch of the at-bat is a 2-run home run, his 6th of the year.
No doubt about that one.
Calabasas ties this game up on 1 pitch, and on the next pitch takes a 2-run lead off the bat of Sam Grunberg, the Chapman baseball commit. What a home run by Grunberg. That thing was launched a mile to left field.
No question about it.
4-2 lead now for Calabasas.
Castellon's going to come up to bat. First pitch, outside corner of the plate.
Got to go back to that home run. That thing was launched a mile in almost the same place that we saw number 11 for Oaks Christian launch a home run in the previous inning. You got to think. Grunberg was like, hey, that's my territory. I'm going to hit one too. And he was able to, and give Calabasas a 2-run lead now in the third inning.
Castellon swing at another pitch outside and fouled it first baseline. Looks at a strike inside, switched it up a bit, and the count is now 1-2.
I thought that pitch almost hit him, but they're calling it a strike.
Castellon will try to get on base following Grunberg's home run. Watches another high ball and make the count 2-2.
Grunberg is just full of raw power, and one of those guys who you meet and you just want to keep talking to. One of the nicest guys you will ever meet, Sam Grunberg.
Two and two count. Castellon gets hit in the, looks like the back. Runner now on first.
That is the third hit by pitch from this pitcher today. Looks like it's just a regular mound visit right now. pitching coach on to talk to pitcher. Treasel coming up to the plate now. The catcher for the Coyotes went down swinging his first time up.
First pitch of the at-bat, inside, 1 ball. Castellan on first base in the bottom of the third. Throw to first base, Castellan dives and is safe.
1-0 on Treasel.
Castellan stealing second base, will slide and safe. Looks like it might be batter's interference.
That's exactly what they're going to call it here. They're going to make Castellan go back to first. They're going to say that Treasel interfered with the throw.
So now 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Castellan's still at first base. First pitch coming, swings outside corner of the plate, fouls to left field.
Foul to left field. Shulman in his last appearance walked and stole 2 bases. Only the third inning here, almost done with 2 times down the lineup. I'd like to once again say thank you to all of our viewers in our first stream of Calabasas baseball. We're thankful for everyone watching, and we hope to continue to bring you Calabasas baseball throughout the season.
Castellan stealing once again and is safe. Castellan will be able to remain at second base. 1 runner in the bottom of the third inning.
Another stolen base in this game for Calabasas. This time it's Castellan. We've seen Gasway steal a bag, Castellan steal a bag, and Shulman, who's at the plate now, steal 2.
2-1 count. Pitch will come in and Shulman will watch a high ball. Counts now 3-1.
Continuing with what we've seen, hasn't been calling a lot of high stuff for strikes today. Four-2 game in favor of the Coyotes. Grunberg 2-run home run, giving Calabasas the lead here in the third. With 2 outs, count is 3-1 on Shulman, runner on second.
Pitch coming in, and it will be a high ball. Ball 4 against Shulman. Second walk of the game for Shulman.
Another walk for Shulman now. Being that there are 2 runners on, probably not going to see a double steal, but we'll see. Desi Gonzalez, who is up now, popped out in his first plate appearance of the day. Head coach Sean Court giving some advice to Desi right now.
Desi up to bat, going to try to drive in 1, if not 2 runners who are on first and second base for the Calabasas Coyotes. First pitch he swings at is hit to mid-right center. Center fielder catches it, and that ends the bottom of the third inning.
But Calabasas will take a 4-2 lead off the bat of Sam Grunberg. We'll be back for the top of the fourth right after this.
Top of the fourth inning, Oaks Christian up at bat. Pink's first pitch of the inning will be a ball.
Be a 1-0 count. Last at bat for this batter was a pop out to three rather, so the first baseman.
Second pitch, Pink delivers a strike. The count is now 1-1.
Fastball there. Pink's often setup pitch is that fastball. Perfect fastball for Pink.
Another strike for Pink. That one was low. The count is now 1-2 with no outs in the top of the fourth inning.
Looks like a changeup there for Pink. We're seeing another one of those lower pitches that the ump is calling for strikes today.
Pink hits the outside corner for a ball. Count is now 2-2.
Treasel trying to frame that one. Did a good job of it. Just a little too far outside for the ump to call it a strike.
Two and two count turns into a 3-2 count. It's now full. First batter in the top of the fourth inning.
Full count now on the batter. Pink wants to make quick work of him, as quick work as possible. It looks like a pop-up.
Swings at a high pitch, fly out to center fielder Phoenix Call for the first out of the top of the fourth.
Easy fly out for Call, barely had to move a muscle. And now number 4 up, walking in his first at-bat of the day.
Pink on the mound, pitches a first pitch strike, counts 0-1.
Outside half of the plate there with the curveball.
Second pitch, batter swings, goes to left field. Desi Gonzalez able to catch the ball for the second out of the top of the fourth inning.
Another easy fly out, caught by Gonzalez this time. Number 20 up now for Oaks Christian. In his first appearance, he flew out to center field. This was the amazing catch by Phoenix Call. Hit hard, certainly in his first at-bat.
Two outs. and looks at the first pitch strike. Amazing pitch by Pink.
Nice first pitch curveball there.
Second pitch of the at-bat. Throws another pitch outside corner of the plate. The count is now 0-2.
Another curveball in the outer half of the plate. Again, a low pitch. The ump has been calling for strikes all day, but what a pitch by Pink. Hardly hittable, but a strike.
First ball of the at-bats thrown outside in the dirt. The count is now 1-2 with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning.
Now, like we said earlier, it's not very often you're going to see any pitch on an 0-2 count right down the middle. It's exactly what Pink did. He outer half of the plate. You know, it's a throwaway pitch.
Next pitch, the batter reaches outside. Drop third strike, but Treasel tags him to be the 3rd out of the top of the 4th inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Calabasas Coyotes.
Able to get him to swing there on that changeup. What an inning for Pink. 1-2-3, and we'll be back at the bottom of the 4th with the Coyotes hitting, trying to add on to that 4-2 lead. We would like to thank Fontaine McLaren, a proud sponsor of Calabasas Baseball. Getting your next McLaren, go to Fontaine McLaren.
We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Whitko leading off. Looks at a low ball for the first pitch of the inning.
Want to know now on Whitko. First at bat today was a strikeout.
Second pitch of the at-bat, low in the dirt once again. Count is now 2-0.
2-0 on Whitko, another guy with speed. Now we're saying he's a freshman. One of the first freshmen to make varsity team since, guess who? Sam Grunberg and Jordan Jaffe, their freshman year.
Whitko watches a low strike for the first strike of the at-bat. The count is now 2-1.
Of course, Whitko making the team with the injury to Max Rivera was originally why he made the varsity team, and Rivera looks to be out a little while.
Whitko swings at the 4th pitch of the at-bat, fouls it off. The count is now 2-2.
Two and two on Whitko.
Pitch coming in. Whitko swings up the middle. Ground ball to center field. Single for number 32.
The freshman gets a base hit right up the middle. Leadoff runner is on for Calabasas. Gasway up once again now. First 2 at-bats. An error by the second baseman, which allowed him to get to first base. And a single. That single, well, neither of his times at bat were very hard-hit baseballs, but able to get on base. Something Gasway's been particularly good at. finding ways to get on bases, Gasway.
Pitcher tried to pick off Wicko at first, but he was safe. Gasway is up for his third time of the game. First pitch, he goes to bunt down the third baseline, runs to first, and he throws across the diamond and is out, but advances Wicko to second base.
Gasway will do his job there, just advancing Wicko. Now we have his runner on second base for Phoenix Call. Hit by a pitch in both of his plate appearances so far.
Number 22, Phoenix Call, now up to bat with Devin Gasaway at second base. First
Matthew
pitch.
Whitco at second base.
Sorry, yes, Whitco. My bad. Anyways, Phoenix fouls at third baseline. Counts now 0-1.
Call certainly a contact hitter. Hasn't been able to make contact with the ball so far today, being hit by pitches in both of his at-bats.
Second pitch, he gets his hands on inside, looks jammed. He pops out to first baseman.
No point in making contact if you're going to get out, but oh well. No, good at-bat for Call, not the result he wanted. And it's up to Jaffe right now to get that runner in from second base.
2 outs on the bottom of the fourth inning for the Calabasas Coyotes.
2 flyouts to center so far for Jordan Jaffe. However, his second one was a sacrifice fly.
First pitch, and he watches a high ball.
No opportunity for a sacrifice now, being that there are 2 outs.
Jaffe's going to try to drive in Whitco. Pitch comes in low inside, but a strike. Count is now 1-1.
Another instance of the theme that the umpire is calling a lot of low and inside pitches strikes today.
Jordan swings and makes contact to make it a 1-2 count.
It's a foul tip there for Jaffe.
Jordan has to battle to get Whitco to advance. Swings at a high outside ball, fouled off the field. Count remains 1-2. Swings at a high pitch, drives it, high pop fly to left field, and that will end the bottom of the fourth inning. Score is 4-2, Calabasas Coyotes.
Nearly to the warning track there, but an out nonetheless. We'll see you in the top of the 5th.
Top of the 5th inning, Brandon Pink is still on the mound. First pitch is a fastball. Strike one.
Batter in his first plate appearance tripled on that failed catch by Grunberg.
Second pitch is high. That makes the count 1-1.
1-1 count.
Throws an inside pitch. Will line out to Phoenix Call in center field. First out of the top of the 5th.
Solid contact there, but to no avail. Call seemingly covers from left to right. Everywhere is covered by Phoenix Call in center field. This batter struck out and lined out to second base so far today.
First pitch is a ball outside against number 1 on Oaks Christian. This is the top of the lineup for Oaks Christian. Pink pitches an inside strike, and the count is now 1-1 with 1 out in the top of the 5th.
You know, in the third inning after that home run, I didn't know how much longer they were going to keep in Pink for, but he's been able to have a perfect fourth inning and now doing great in the 5th so far.
He gets the batter to chase, and the count is now 1-2.
I think if he finishes this 5th inning with no damage done, it'll definitely be considered more than a successful outing by Pink.
Absolutely.
So what you'd call a quality start.
Pitch of the at-bat is high and inside. Count is now 2-2.
Brandon Pink in the windup.
Pitches down the plate. Runner grounds out to third. Wicko throws across the diamond and gets him out. 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning.
What a throw by Whitco there. He had to run and chase the ball, but gets it in time to first and Jaffe, and another quick out for Pink. And now, number 10, who doubled and struck out so far today.
He looks at a first pitch strike. Calabasas Coyotes are going to try to make this another 1-2-3 inning. Swings into shallow right center field.
What
Phoenix
a catch!
Call. Phoenix Call makes a diving play into right center field. That was an amazing catch for the 3rd out in the top of the 5th inning.
What another amazing catch by Phoenix Call, full of amazing plays today. One of those productive players for the Coyotes. Another perfect inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on for Oaks Christian as we will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Back for the bottom of the 5th inning. NIA Capital is a proud sponsor of Calabasas baseball. NAI Capital. Grunberg up once again for the Coyotes.
We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Grunberg leading off. Last night in their 7-0 win, Grunberg had a double with 2 RBIs. First pitch of the at-bat is a ball outside.
Grunberg 2 for 2 today so far. His first at-bat was an RBI single, and his second a 2-run home run.
Next pitch of the at-bat, Grunberg fouls back. Count is now 1-1.
1-1 on Sammy G. Sam Grunberg. Grunberg normally a first baseman, playing right field today. There seems to be no end to his achievements at the plate.
Next pitch, Grunberg watches on the outside corner for strike 2 of the at-bat.
I'd like to mention this is a new pitcher for Oaks Christian. Seems to be throwing a lot faster than the previous pitcher, righty now, as opposed to a lefty previously.
Pitch is a foul ball. Inside, really high, first baseman misses. Count will remain 1-2.
First baseman missing that baseball almost entirely. Cheers from the Calabasas crowd.
One ball and 2 strikes will turn into 2-2 count with a high fastball. Grunberg will swing at a low pitch, which will be foul on the third baseline. Count remains 2-2. Pitcher throws a low ball on the outside corner of the plate. The count is now full, 3-2.
3-2 count on Grunberg. Sure, he wouldn't mind a walk here to lead off the inning.
Swings and fouls it right back. Count is still full, 3-2.
I was fouled straight back once again. Full count on Grunberg remains.
Pitcher throws high over his head. That is a walk for Sam Grunberg.
Another leadoff runner on for the Coyotes, as we'll have Nate Castellan on now.
Castellan was hit by pitch his last at-bat. He's going to try to advance Sam Grunberg, who's at first base.
Trying to pick the runner off at first unsuccessfully, and Castellan will keep an empty count.
First pitch of the at-bat is a ball outside.
One no now on Castellan.
Second pitch, Castellan rips to the center fielder. Grunberg running back to first. First out of the bottom of the 5th inning for the Coyotes.
That ball was hit as hard as you can hit it, but right at the center fielder.
Hard line drive by Castellan.
It'll be Treasel now. Treasel was called out on batter's interference last time up, striking out his first time up in the 2nd.
He watches the first pitch for ball 1. Grunberg's trying to steal second. He will dive in, safe. The ball gets past him. He will stay at second base.
You don't think of Grunberg as a stolen base guy, but he can seemingly do everything for the Coyotes. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone watching at home. We really appreciate your viewership.
So that was a strike against Treasel, and the count is now 1-1. So 1 out with a runner on second base. Pitch of the at-bat will be an inside strike, making the count 1-2.
You can see that Treasel did not agree with that call. Beautiful day here in Calabasas, California at Dollar Hyde Field.
Treasel watches a ball, making the count 2-2. Bounced in the dirt.
2-2 count on Jacob Treasel.
Grounds to the shortstop. Grunberg will go to second. And it's overthrown. Treasel is heading to second base. Grunberg rounding third, but will stay. Now there's runners on second and third base with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th.
Definitely going to call that an error. The question is on who, either the shortstop or the first baseman. But either way, not what you want to see if you're a Oaks Christian Lions fan. Still with only 1 out for Tyler Shulman. So far today, Shulman has walked twice. Shulman walked twice, stolen 2 bags. Runners on second and third are Treasel and Grunberg respectively.
Shulman shows bunt but pulls back for the strike.
Pulled back, but it was called a strike regardless.
A 1-1 count will turn 0-2 as Shulman misses a bunt. Shulman's going to have to protect the plate to try to drive in Grunberg.
Shulman playing second base today.
The pitch is high and outside, making the count 1-2 against Shulman.
Good take by Shulman as it looked like the ball switched directions midway.
Shulman swings as it tails foul. Count will remain 1-2.
A little late on that one was Shulman. Looks like a fastball right down the middle, but he looked like he wasn't expecting a fastball.
One and two count. Shulman swings and fouls it off again. Count remains the same.
Ball looked a little low, but he swung regardless.
Shulman's doing a good job of protecting the plate. He watches ball 2 on the outside corner. So a 2-2 count with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Now no runners at first, so no chance of a double play. So Shulman shouldn't be swinging for the fences here. He can just do a base. The pitcher should not be necessarily attacking the plate now. They got a base open.
Schulman watches a high pitch, makes the count full, 3-2. What Jake was saying earlier, a base hit scores a run.
Base hit could possibly score 2 runs.
Yes. He quickly turns on an inside pitch that was low. Count is still 3-2.
Now, Schulman definitely reached for that one as if he was protecting for the plate. That would have been ball 4 10 out of 10 times, but Schulman didn't want to risk it. And he swings. Fouls it off into full count once again.
Watches the 4th ball of the at-bat. Walks. Bases are now loaded.
Now after going 0 for 2 was Gonzalez. They're going to have a pinch hitter now. It's Cooper Bobbitt, senior left fielder. Certainly a power bat for the Coyotes with bases loaded and only 1 out.
Bases are loaded for Cooper Bobbitt. He's going to try to drive in 1, 2, or 3 runs.
Possibly 4 with a home run.
Watches the first pitch strike. Count is now 0-1. Second pitch is high. Bobbitt watches it to make the count 1-1.
Near Bobbitt's head on that one. One and one count.
Second strike of the at-bat. Lower side. Count is now 1-2.
1-2 count. Schulman at first. Treasel at second. Grunberg at third.
Pitch comes in outside corner of the plate. Bobbitt reaches as it enters shallow right field. First baseman touches it in fair territory. Grunberg is able to score, and runners remain bases loaded as Whitco comes up to bat. The Coyotes are now ahead 5-2.
We're waiting on the official ruling on that. Looked like an error, though. But Grunberg will score nonetheless. Now, ironically, the last 4 batters, they're going to call that one a hit, actually. The last 4 batters that reach base in the last 4 at-bats, none of them have reached on hits until now. You had Grunberg with a walk, Treasel reaching on an error, Schulman reaching on his 3rd walk of the day. And finally, Bobbitt will get on base with a single down the right field line. And now Whitco.
His first pitch was fouled for a strike. Second pitch coming in will swing and miss. That's strike 2. The count is now 0-2.
Whitco was a little too late on that one. Should have struck a little bit earlier.
Again, there's 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Pitch comes in and Whitco reaches. Sent it to shallow left center. Shortstop catches. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Going back to the top of the order now, Devin Gasway. First 2 at-bats reach base, once on an error, once on a single, and then in his 3rd at-bat, he bunted for the sacrifice. So, officially 1 for 2 today is Gasway.
He watches a first pitch strike with 3 runners on.
Bases loaded again.
Takes a look at the first ball of his at-bat. Count turns 1-1. Gasway watches the second strike of his at-bat. He's going to have to battle.
This pitcher has been throwing mostly fastballs, so Gasway probably wasn't expecting that changeup right there.
Pitch is low. He chops it over the pitcher's head. Second baseman will get it. And will throw Gasaway out for the third out of the bottom of the fifth inning.
But a runner does score on the Bobbitt single. We will be back after this 5-2 in favor of the Calabasas Coyotes. Top of the sixth inning now.
New pitcher for the Calabasas Coyotes, Ethan Gibble, replacing Brandon Pink.
Gibble started the other day.
Will throw a first pitch strike for his outing on today's game.
Now the rotation for Calabasas looks like it's going to be Kingston, Peter Lynch, Brandon Pink, Ethan Gibble. That's looking like what it's going to shape out to be as of now.
Gibble pitches another strike, making the count 0-2 on his first batter of the game.
You often do see both Lynch and Gibble coming out of the bullpen, though.
Oaks Christian batter swings at an outside pitch. He reaches and fouls it down the first baseline. Count still 0-2. He will watch the first ball of his at-bat, making the count 1-2, with no outs in the top of the sixth inning.
1-2 now. In his last at-bat, he launched one over the left field wall.
Swings at a high pitch, going to center field. Phoenix Call will be there to get the out. 1 out in the top of the sixth inning.
Number 2 now up for Oaks Christian. 0 for 1 today after walking in his first at-bat. If you're just tuning in, Calabasas is currently beating the Oaks Christian Lions 5-2.
First pitch of the at-bat is a strike, low outside. Pitches ball and make the count 1-1.
1 out, 1 strike, 1 ball.
Swing and a miss for the fourth batter of Oaks Christian's lineup.
On a blazing fastball from Gibble. Fun fact, Gibble is also the name of a Pokemon.
The pitch is fouled back. Count stays 1-2.
Just going to say another foul straight back. Gibble looking to get a strikeout pitch here. 1-2 on the hitter.
Pitch coming in. The batter will foul it off. Once again, the count remains 1-2. Gibble will pitch an inside ball, making the count 2-2 with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning.
2-2 count. 0 for 1 today.
Will swing and foul the ball once again back.
Apparently this batter's trying to just scare fans today.
2-2 count turns into a full count. 3-2 as Gibble pitches a high ball.
So he's worked it from 1-2 to 3-2.
Will throw a strike that the batter will hit high to center field. Once again, Phoenix called there to make the play. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning.
And now the number 5 hitter today. He's gone down looking twice today so far.
Gibble is looking to make it a 1-2-3 inning. First pitch is a ball in the outside corner.
Gibble's been nibbling at that outside corner. Excuse the rhyme. Gibble nibbles.
He will throw his second ball of the at-bat, making the count 2-0.
Looked like a strike from up here in the booth, but nonetheless, the umpire thought it was a little bit high on the fastball. It's going to be 2-0 now.
First pitch of the at-bat, first strike of the at-bat, the count is now 2-1. Quick turnaround as he hits a hard line drive once again to center field. Phoenix called there to make all 3 outs of the inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors for Gibble, and we will go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-2 Coyotes. This stream is brought to you by Laura and Abby Real Estate. When you're thinking of buying or selling your next home, talk to Laura and Abby at Laura and Abby Real Estate. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Phoenix call up. And he's hit for a 3rd time today.
Wow. His 3rd hit by pitch. So Phoenix calls on first after being hit by another pitch, his 3rd hit by pitch of the game, which brings up Jordan to the plate. Pitcher will try to pick off call, but he gets back to first safely. Call goes to steal. Dives in safe with no throw as the ball got behind the catcher. That was a strike against Jordan. So now an 0-1 count with Phoenix call at second base with no outs on the bottom of the 6th. Jordan fouls off outside the diamond. Count is now 0-2.
0-2 on Jaffe.
Ball way outside. Catcher has to go reach for it. 1-2 count. Jordan swings and fouls it off. Count still 1-2.
One and two on Jaffe.
Swings at a high pitch to foul it off.
I think Jaffe should be thankful for that net there. If that wasn't there, it might be a simple pop out.
One and two count against Jordan Jaffe. Phoenix call at second base. He swings at a high pitch. Hands are jammed.
I know, we got that too.
Lines out, pops out, 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Grumberg comes up with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch he takes as an outside ball. Swings at the second pitch of the at-bat. Hard grounder to shortstop, who throws to first base and gets him out. Quick at-bat for Grunberg. 2 outs. This will bring up Castellon, who last night had a double and 2 RBIs. Phoenix call held up at second base, but will steal third. Catcher doesn't attempt. He frames instead. And a strike will be called on Castellon.
Sorry for that brief disruption. We were just having some battery issues, but it should be all good now. Runner on third, 1 and 2 on Castellon.
Hits it hard back to the pitcher. Thankfully, the pitcher isn't hurt as he gets his glove to the ball, but he does throw Castellon out at first base to end the inning.
And That'll be the third out, 5-2 Calabasas. Welcome back now for the top of the 7th inning. Looking for 3 outs here to close the game out. Gibble stays on the mound.
First pitch of the inning will be a strike by Gibble. 0-1 count.
So far today, this batter has popped out and flown out.
Second pitch hits a high fly ball. Phoenix Call will catch it. Phoenix has made 8 outs of the game. This is now 8.
So out of 19 batters so far, sorry, more than 19. Out of however many batters so far that Calabasas pitchers have faced, Call has made 8 of those outs. That's quite impressive.
Very impressive. So now there's 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. Gibble will pitch a first pitch strike against number 4 for Oaks Christian.
I believe it's 25 batters faced. So almost a third of the outs went right Phoenix Call's way and made some amazing catches.
Amazing pitch by Gibble.
Beautiful curveball there. So far today, flown out and walked.
Gibble was able to pitch an inside strike for the second strike of the at-bat. The count is 0-2. And this pitch will make the count 1-2 with an outside ball.
Again, that's generally what you're going to see on an 0-2 count. You're not going to see anything in the strike zone. It wouldn't have been smart to throw anything in the strike zone there.
Fourth pitch of the at-bat. Batter swings and will just land foul on the third baseline near left field.
Now, you're not quite able to see that view, unfortunately, but they nearly got to it. Not quite. It'll remain 1-2 on the batter.
This is the 7th batter of the lineup for Oaks Christian. Facing pitcher Ethan Gibble, who swings at an inside strike. Strike 3, swing and a miss. That will send him back to the dugout. Second out of the top of the 7th inning.
And now Oaks Christian is down to their final out of the game, looking for 3 runs. Now, what Oaks Christian needs to know about this at-bat, what this batter needs to know is you cannot get 3 runs in one swing. Don't go straight for the home run. You want to get a man on base. You don't want to end this game right now. There's no possible way to get 3 runs in one hit.
He will swing and tip the first pitch for it to be a strike. 0-1 count. Gibble will throw a low inside ball, making the count 1-1.
1-1 count. So far today, strikeout and flew out to guess who? Phoenix Call.
Batter watches another low ball. That's the second ball of the at-bat, now 2-1. Fouls the ball towards the first baseline, makes the count 2-2. So there are 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning.
Deuce is wild, and Oaks Christian is down to their final strike. Gibble looking to put him away on this pitch. Will he be able to do it?
Batter has a hard line drive off the field. Count remains the same. Still a deuce is wild. Pitch is coming in. Swings, grounder to shortstop Schulman, second baseman Schulman, who will throw to Jaffe, and that's the last out of the game.
This game will conclude with a 3-run victory for Calabasas. The winning pitcher will be Brandon Pink. And that biggest moment of the game on that Sam Grunberg 2-run home run. Thank you all for joining us today. We really appreciate your viewership, and we hope to see you next time. Go Coyotes!